Hello Kipsters, today we're going to work on finding the mean or the average. Remember, these two words mean the same thing. Now, to find the mean or the average, first thing we want to do is count how many numbers are in the data set. So I'm going to look at this and I'm going to say, okay, I see 7, 12, 13, 18, and 22. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 numbers in the data set. So I know that eventually I'm going to divide by 5 because I'm distributing it into those 5 different numbers. Just like earlier, I distributed those kittens into those 5 crates. Now, we're going to sum all of the data points. So we always want to add first when we find our mean. So we're going to add these numbers up. So let's do 7, 12, 13, 18, and 22. When you add, you guys want to be really careful because there's a lot of numbers. Some of you might want to choose to add 2 numbers at a time. Just make sure you take your time. Now, I want to check that I got all these numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I know there's 5. Great. Now, I like to do some cool things when I'm adding this many numbers together. I like to find tens. So I can see, oh, a 7 and a 3 make a 10. And then a 2 and an 8 make another 10. So that's 2 tens, which is 20. And then I have a 2 right here, so that would make 22. Okay, so I'm going to put a 2 in my ones place and a 2 in my tens place. Now I'm going to add up the tens. 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 would make 72. Now that is the sum of these 5 numbers. The final part we need to do is to divide the sum by the total number of numbers. So I'm going to take 72 and I'm going to divide it by 5. I'm dividing it by 5 because there are 5 numbers in our data set. So 7 divided by 5 is 1. I'm going to subtract. I get 2. Bring down the 2. Oh my gosh, bring down the 2. Excuse me. And then I get how many 5s are in 22? That would be 4. 5 times 4 is 20. When I subtract, I'm only going to have 2 left. Now, when I have 2 left, I'm not going to write 14 remainder 2. Just like yesterday when we did our median, we want to bring down the decimal. So this is our very important part. Make sure you're very, very clear, making sure you got that nice decimal shield. I'm going to put a 0 right here. I'm going to bring down that 0 over here. Now this is 20. I also want to make sure I put a decimal up here first because now we're splitting up something that is less than 1. So now 20 tenths divided by 5 makes 4 tenths. So my mean or my average is 14.4 or 14 and 4 tenths. Remember what we do first, count how many numbers we have. That's what we're going to divide by, add them up, and then divide by that number. So the number that's kind of representative of these numbers is 14.4. That makes sense to me because 22 is pretty big, so it's pulling it this way. So the average number, if I could give all these numbers different things, it would be 14.4.